Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Dewilio, and welcome to the Ninja Warrior Podcast. I am here with my co-host, John, and I just want to know, how you making out? Well, I'm making out pretty well, and I'm pretty excited for tonight, as we're covering the final part of the qualifiers, episode 4, and in my opinion, I don't know if it's yours, but the best episode of the qualifiers, by far. Yeah, I do like episode 3 a little better, but I do definitely get where you're coming from. We say this is the best episode. We had ones of Joe Malowski, Michael Torres. There's, so many people, and there weren't as many Wookiees that we could care less about. That's really thankful. Yeah, that's what makes the first 2 episodes so stressful, is that there are so many Wookiees to wear. We have no idea who they are, but we want to make sure we cover everyone, so, yeah. Anyway, let's just go into the episode. Yeah, so we have the course, which remained mostly the same, except now the second obstacle is now off the hook from, I believe, Cincinnati, I think. I don't remember what that was. Me either. Let's see, I think it was actually Cincinnati. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But, anyway, right, the new obstacle, the 5th one, is sideways. What do you think of this? Annoyingly disappointing. Is that how you describe it? Yes. It's too simple. I mean, I admit it's maybe a tough obstacle, but I think they could have come up with something better. Yeah, I mean, was probably another of the obstacle design challenge submitters that just weren't all that original, and it's hard, but I just don't like it personally. Yeah, and I get what you mean by it. But anyway, we to continue, and let's move on. Move on to the episode itself, which started off with a one by Brandon White, who had quite possibly the stupidest story I think I've ever heard on AEW. Well, I get what you mean. It was a really dumb story about him being a good marshmallow catcher. I mean, who would care about this? Yeah, I mean, this is so stupid. I mean, even Matt Akbar threw him on the big screen because they can't do it in the booth, but I still find it really stupid. Yeah, it seemed pointless to do this. But anyway, Brandon White over here fell on the spinning bridge, and that's about it. Yeah, and the next corner was Vance Hale, who had a really inspiring and cool one to see. Yeah, he had a story about him being a kayaker and him never training for Ninja, but despite that, he had a really amazing one throughout, and actually became the Knight's first finisher. Yeah, when watching this, I thought, he got fall maybe in the second obstacle, maybe the third, but no, he made it through all the obstacles, which was really surprising to me, but yeah, that's a... Yes, I do wish we had more to say, because this was really an incredible one. The next one was Kate Henschen, who had a story about her husband doing MS and how her and Lance Pika started with a bond over that similarity, and it's a weird thing to talk about, but I guess it makes sense about what a tragic story. Yeah, we need that in now. But I want to say this before we go on. At least it wasn't overdue. It wasn't too long. I guess, but I felt it was a little long. I felt like she talked a little much about her husband. I mean, I get it, that's the main point of the story and everything, but I felt it was a little long. But anyway, so yeah, Kate Henschen, she had a little bit of a struggle on her striding steps. Do you just call them the striding stipes? Yes, I did. I cannot talk today at all, but... But anyway, she fell off the hook. Just couldn't get that wing on the hook. Yeah. And the next one was Gray Brown, who had a story about him being a really good baseball player, and him being on a Carson Williams squad. I would say Carson Williams, who wasn't competing this season. But, yeah, he had a pretty alright one, all things considered. He fell in sideways. Yeah. I want to mention something really weird that apparently they had him clock the amount of miles per hour he ran across the spinning bridge, which I don't get why they did that. Yeah, I mean, I get, like, he plays baseball, so obviously he runs in between the bases and stuff, but I don't know, made this seem just some, like, random thing. It's like they gave Carson a script and go, use a gun here. Maybe. I bet you some of the ninjas, will give it a script to do. I'm gonna get paid enough to do it. Possibly. Alright. But anyway, the next one was Isaiah Barney, who was in a fast forward segment on Kevin Bowles' team, and he fell on the spinning bridge. And after that, we had Abby Steffy, also part of Kevin Bowles' squad, who fell on the beehive. And finally, we had China, I might be saying this wrong, but Bada Chanduyan. That's my best attempt. Good attempt, I guess. But anyway, he ended up falling on off the hook, right? Yeah, he fell. I'm pretty sure he fell on off the hook. But anyway, yeah. Next battle was Kate Lanza, who had a sweet story about her son who had HLS, needed transplant to survive. But throughout the entire thing, he kept on fighting. And after the surgery, he started training ninja with her. And it was an alright story. Dragged on a little bit, but alright. Yeah, Kate herself ended up falling on off the hook, so not worth it. Is that you deem people with stories? Yep, not worth it. Listen, if they fall too early, then I'm just gonna deem it not worth it, no matter how good the story is. Which, granted, isn't all that high of a bar to get over because stories aren't usually good in this show. Yeah, have we even said any of them are actually good? I don't think so. Like actual drown-out stories, I don't think so. But anyway, the next ninja is Sweet Tea herself, Tiana Webley. This was truly an amazing one. She came out, did her best, really, and hit a buzzer, and that, I'm just really happy for her. Oh, certainly, I've always wanted Tiana Webley. Thought Tiana Webley had success within her. I mean, ever since AW8, she's fallen on that fifth obstacle 4 times. They were all in a row, granted. So, I'm so glad to see her actually, hit a buzzer for once and actually qualify for the semifinals, and not just because of the top 5 women. But, yeah, then it was top 3 women this season. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. Anyway, the next battle was Luke Meckled's son in a fast-forward segment. Now, he fell off the hook, but a surprising fact is that Lance Pickett was also in this fast-forward segment. And this was surprising because Lance actually finished the course. And you'd think this early in the episode, well, he was only the 4th finisher. You'd think they would have showed us one, but nope. I believe he made it the Mega World. They definitely would have shown it. Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he lost his footing on it. Just couldn't get up it. But, yeah, I bet you if he did make it up the Mega World, they would have shown him. Yeah, most certainly. But anyway, the next one was Emil Malik, who is one of the most impressive rookies this season. But in this qualifying one, he ended up hitting a buzzer. And it was a pretty amazing one. He almost broke the buzzer, actually. Yeah, he hit it, but then the little camera thing, the little cover was just falling off. It also happened a little bit later when Adam Wales won on the power tower, but it's always imagine it happens on the world course. It's pretty funny actually to see it. Boy, give you man up. I wasn't even surprised about it. Yeah, and we also had one by Brian Crutch next, who got fast forwarded unfortunately, but Crutch ended up hitting a buzzer as well, and it was really good for him. I'm glad that he ended up hitting a buzzer. Yeah, it's good to see Brian Crutch in his full form for once. Carmona Wader, who's in a fast-forward segment, she ended up falling off the hook after taking what they mentioned was 15 swings. To me, that seems a little excessive. Yeah, she was probably just afraid to go off the wing. But anyway, next up was Carson Williams, who everyone was going on about he would get the fastest time of the night, but he ended up falling on sideways instead and did not move on to the finals. But yeah, I was a little bit sad to hear about Carson. Yeah, a little bit, but I wouldn't call it shocking. No. Oh, I mean, I really could care less where Carson fails, being completely honest with you, but, you know, it's a little shocking for the fans of him, as obviously everyone's expecting him for at least hit a buzzer and maybe fall away the semifinals at the earliest. Don't hope for that! He'll probably do that next year for all we know. Yeah, I know. Anyway, the next battle was Kevin Bull in a fast-forward segment. And this was a big shocker, because, again, Kevin Bull is one of the most well-known veterans, 7-time veteran, and he was in a fast-forward segment. And, in fact, the semifinals appearance of his was literally like 9 seconds and a fast-forward segment. So, yeah, this was a pretty big shocker. But anyway, thankfully, Bull ended up finishing the course. And that's about it. Yeah. It's all said that Kevin Bull got fast-forwarded, but yeah. Next competitor was Carmona Barku. He ended up falling on off the hook, and we also had Faith Fitzgerald, who also fell on off the hook as well. So 2 off the hookers, and they were part of Maddie Howard's squad. And she went afterwards, and she ended up hitting a buzzer, and it was pretty cool to see her actually hitting a buzzer. I think any woman won hitting a buzzer is impressive. Yeah, because, like, the women usually have a tougher time on most of the obstacles than the men, so it's always impressive to see a woman complete the course. But, yeah, Maddie Howard, she did it. Yeah. The next one, Alex Carson, the tuba ninja. I was a little bit surprised to see him this season, especially since he didn't get to compete last season as far as I know. But anyway, he ended up hitting a buzzer along with the next one, David White. Yes, he hit a buzzer as well. And then we had a one from Kyle Jordan's part of Michael Torres' squad. Kyle had a little bit of a story about him being deaf and how that's changed his life. But he ended up falling on the spinning bridge. So, yeah. And he did not move on to the finals, because obviously. Yeah. Next one, Joey Dewilio, who was a fast forward segment. And she ended up falling on sideways. And unfortunately enough, she would not have moved on if it wasn't for Whitney Goldstein getting injured. But that's the only reason why she got onto the final. She was just put there as an alternate because Goldstein couldn't go. But yeah, it was great to see her still move on despite the fact that she didn't actually qualify. But yeah, I wonder how that felt to her. Oh, I mean, she was a little bit grateful for the spot, but yeah. But anyway, there was also that fast food segment. Her other 2 teammates, Beaufort, who fell on the Beehive, and Vandal Benson, who ended up falling on off the hook. Yeah. Then we had Waywill Slider, who had a story about him actually applying for season 4 of the show back when he was only 14. And the fact that he was, well, I can't really call him an idiot, but I can call him an idiot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they ever stated on the show, but you had to be 21 to apply at the time. And even then, now it's 19, it's still younger. Yeah, it was, I mean, I can't believe he actually thought that he can just apply randomly just because, even though he was 14. But because of this, they had a compromise that his dad would run the course, and he fell in the very first quad step. Just bravo. Yeah, Will Slider himself, he fell on the Beehive, and you can see, like, he was really angry about it. Like, he screamed, he got angry, and yeah, it was always sad to see. Yeah, I was hoping for success for him, honestly, because the story for him did drouse out the long. I was actually, the story actually helped me learn who he is and actually made me want to cheer for him. Yeah. And the next competitor, Jimmy Choi, who's part of Michael Torres' squad. Now, in Season 9, he went in Kansas City, and he has a nerve disorder where his nerves act up kind of randomly. And he has a hard time controlling it, but he's able to somewhat do it to the best of his ability. But he, surprisingly enough, fell on the quad steps. Oh, just striding steps, my bad. Yeah, good job on remembering the obstacle names. But, yeah. After that, we Jennifer Stefano, who fell on the Beehive. And also in this fast forward, we had Lucas Riali with a really impressive one with fast time night so far. Time of 1:13. Yes, he had a buzzer. After that, we had Michael Torres, and he had a story about him wanting to preserve his teammates' inspiring stories. But, he ended up getting the fastest time of the night, so he moved on to the power tower, along with the other competitor, which we'll get to probably in just a couple of minutes from now. But, Torres had a little bit of an impressive one, all things considered. It was courtesy of one. But anyway, next up was Megan Morton, who really had a sad one, because for the second straight year, she fell on the fifth obstacle, this time being sideways. Yeah, this was a pretty shocking fail in my book. I think she deserved to complete the course, and I kind of wish she did, especially since she bumped Joe Dewilio off afterwards. Yeah, it probably would have been a little more rewarding if Megan Morton actually completed the course, because that way at least it would feel a little more worth it. And plus, she would hit her first buzzer since season 8. And it would have been a big victory for her, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. Yeah, the next one was Matt Carmona. In the final fast forward segment, he ended up falling on off the hook, and the other one, Sofia Oster, fell on sideways, my bad. Yeah, she fell on sideways. Then we had the captain, Matissa Lonnie, which is a pretty big shocker because he's a pretty big star. He hasn't been competing all that long. He's always been promoting in the show. He's basically the new Casey. Really? Yes, he's basically the new Casey. But he gets fast forwarded here. And fortunately, he does end up hitting a buzzer, but yeah, just sucks that he ended up getting fast forwarded. Yeah, but anyway, finally we had the myth, the legend, Joe Malowski. An amazing one here. Yes, Joe Malowski. He had a story about him wanting to get the mega wall, wanting to get the fastest time to get out the power tower, and he got second fastest time, but that still wasn't good enough to get into the power tower. And he did end up hitting a buzzer on the mega wall, and this was probably the most amazing one of the episode by far. Yeah, it was so cool to see Malowski just show himself off. And then we also had the power tower matchup between him and Michael Torres, and it was about as close as the RJ Woman one from last week. Last week for you guys, but yesterday for us. But anyway, yeah. But, Joe Malowski ended up coming away with the win. Torres attempted to do the same thing RJ Woman did, where he just went one swing off the fourth and final drop, but it just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I'm very glad that Joe Malowski won, as he was the one I was rooting for, but it was a really cool matchup to watch. Yeah, but we aren't done here yet. Aside from signing off, we also have two competitors who were cut from the broadcast, but did end up moving on. We had Joshua Lewis, who was the other member of Joe Malowski's team. He ended up falling on sideways, but did end up moving on. And then we also had Alex Nye, who was the only other person to complete the course, aside from John Alexis, and get cut. So, yeah, but his one is on YouTube, so I might leave a link to that in the description. But anyway, yeah, those were the cut ones, and that was episode 4. Just really an amazing episode. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to cover, and that would do it for this episode of the Ninja Warrior podcast. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next time to check out the semi-final matchup. Of course, this will be back with us. I'm excited to actually do a Ninja podcast with her. Yeah, so we'll figure out, whenever I get these uploaded, I'll hit you guys up, and we'll do the semi-finals. Yeah, but anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.